Hi, I'm Keith Greenawalt from the Dillsburg Area Public Library, a part of York County Libraries. I've been reading American Gun, A History of the U.S. and 10 Firearms by Chris Kyle with William Doyle, available on Access 360 with your library card. This book is in line with what I typically read, nonfiction, especially military history. Its author, Chris Kyle, is also the author of the memoir American Sniper, which was turned into a 2014 movie of the same name starring Bradley Cooper. Kyle was a decorated Navy SEAL who served several tours in Iraq. Unfortunately, he was murdered in 2013 before this book was finished. The book itself does what it says. It tells the story of America through 10 iconic firearms. Kyle uses these weapons to tell how America achieved its independence, won wars, and settled the West. The 10 firearms Kyle uses cover the gambit of American history from colonial days to modern times, and everything in between. Among the 10 firearms are well-known examples like the Colt single-action army of the Old West and the Thompson submachine gun that made the 1920s roar. American Gun articulates the stories of good guys and bad guys. It touches on the characters that used or were involved with these weapons, including famous names like Abraham Lincoln, Samuel Colt, George Custer, Wyatt Earp, and Theodore Roosevelt. It also includes less well-known names like Daniel Morgan, John Garand, and John Basilone. It's a common thread in this book. The well-known is mixed with the unknown. I like that this book is about stories. It's not a history or technical manual of the weapons themselves, but the stories of the people that use them and how they use them to change and shape history. Kyle mixes stories that we've all probably heard at least once with stories you probably haven't. Even the stories that we've all heard or are at least familiar with are told with fascinating detail. My favorite example is Kyle's retelling of the shootout at the OK Corral. You almost feel like you're standing in the vacant lot in Tombstone in 1881. While this is not a technical history, Kyle does interweave some of the development of firearms. The backstory and development of weapons like the 1911 pistol or the M1 Garand are stories worth reading. Firearms are fundamentally a technology, and advances in that technology sometimes was the difference between life and death. Guns are controversial items. There's no getting around that. I think Kyle does a pretty good job of keeping modern day politics out of the book. Clearly, it puts firearms in a historically positive light, and Kyle is clearly pro-firearm, or was clearly pro-firearm. This book is much more a history than a political diatribe. This book is not going to change your opinions, whether you're pro or anti-firearm. This book is different than Kyle's other memoir, American Sniper. It's a history, not a memoir. That being said, if you like this book, you'd probably like American Sniper. Kyle is a good storyteller, whether he's telling his own story or telling others. The book doesn't read like a history. Kyle isn't a historian. He tells stories worth telling, stories worth reading, and stories worth remembering. If you want to check out this or other ebooks or eAudio titles, go to the website, yorklibraries.org, go to the What Can I Do menu, then Books, Music, and Movies, and click on eBooks. Thank you.